In this video, we will look at the development of a frequency distribution for a set of data based on the mean and standard deviation units. The data we're using is Human Development Index data from 1999, and what can be seen in the video screen is the first 18 countries of the world. There are, in fact, 162 countries included in the data set, and they are ordered from highest Human Development Index to lowest. In creating a frequency distribution based on the mean and standard deviation, the first task is to calculate the mean and the standard deviation. The mean is the average of all of the Human Development Index values, and this is Control-Shift-Down arrow, and turns out to be 0.684. And the standard deviation is equal to STDEV, and since this is a population, I will add P. That indicates that this is all the countries of the world. Again, that's Control-Shift-Down arrow, and enter gives us the standard deviation for the data. Now, here I'm going to put standard deviation units, and I'm going to begin with -3, because if a data set is approximately normally distributed, a frequency distribution based on standard deviations will include virtually all the data between -3 and +3 standard deviations. I'll make this -2 and drag these two down to 3. So I will expect all of the data to fall between -3 and +3 standard deviations around the mean value. Now here I will put in the bin values for the frequency distribution. The first will be equal to the mean plus this value, that is -3, times the standard deviation. That means I will go 3 standard deviations below the mean, and I will fix the standard deviation with an F4 and the mean with an F4, and when I hit enter, I get these bin values. These are the values into which I'm going to put the frequency distribution. Now we can see immediately that we should not have anything 3 standard deviations above the mean, because this largest value is 0.93. So the frequency distribution will have a 0 in this cell. Now I'm going to put in frequency, and in order to get the frequency distribution, I'm going to highlight all the cells into which I want to put the frequency distribution. Then I'm going to begin typing equal frequency, right or left paren. I'm going to select the data, Control-Shift-Down arrow, and a comma. And now I'm going to select the bins, and now I'm going to do Control-Shift-Enter. And here's the frequency distribution, which I will change slightly by getting rid of the decimal points. And I will sum these, 162 countries. And just to make sure that I have all the countries, I will make this equal count of the HDI index values. And it turns out that we have 162 countries. So this is the process by which one can generate a frequency distribution in terms of standard deviation units around the mean. If you are ever asked to generate a frequency distribution in terms of 1 standard deviation units around the mean, you should go out far enough on each side of the mean to include all of the observations. That is essential to the frequency distribution.